Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Let's get ready for school. Y'all, it happened again. This is somehow. I don't know how to feel about that. Anyway, I hope y'all had a fantastic weekend. I had a great weekend. It was quiet. It was nice. It was exactly what I wanted out of my weekend. Not that anything, in school was chaotic. I just really wanted a quiet weekend. Cause Friday was a little bit more chaotic because I went to the football game. But then after that, I went to bed late Friday night. And it's not because I, wanted to just, stay up late. I got home slightly late because, football game. So I got home around, 10 something, probably. And so then I had to eat. So, we had some, chicken that my parents got before they left earlier that day. So I warmed some of that up, and then that's what I ate. And so I was eating, and then I snacked on, some, smart food, popcorn. But, so then it started getting kind of later. But I was, still up, and I was tired. I was getting tired. And so I went to the couch to just, rest for, a split second. Just rest for a little bit. And I fell asleep. And in doing so, if you're tired, I think the worst thing you could do is accidentally fall asleep. Because then you never want to get up. And that was me. I didn't want to get up. So yeah, like I said, the worst thing you can do if you're tired is to accidentally fall asleep. The best thing you can do is literally just get your butt to bed and go to bed, because then you're already in bed, you know what I mean? If you accidentally fall asleep on the couch or something like that, you actually have to get yourself up into bed. It's better if you're not wearing any makeup, because then all you have to do is just go brush your teeth and then wash your face or go to bed. Because some people wash their face in the morning, not in the night. I know that, so but if you have to take off your makeup, that's a whole nother story. Luckily, my makeup, even though it seems like a lot, it doesn't take much to take off, which is a good thing. But anyway, so I fell asleep, so I didn't end up going to bed, when I woke up to change, because I was still in my clothes. So when I woke up to change into my pajamas, it was, already gonna be 2 o'clock in the morning. It was, 1:50. Well, that's when I finished changing. It was 1:50. So then I went out to brush my teeth, and I didn't come back till, wash my face and take off my makeup. And I didn't get back till, past 2 o'clock. So I basically didn't go to bed till 2 o'clock in the morning I guess. And I was tired. And I had to wake up semi-early on Saturday to go run a few errands with my parents. And then I could come back, and I was gonna listen to Non-Stop Flight, and I did actually build the Legos. I did listen to Non-Stop Flight and build the Legos, which I don't know if that was the best thing, and I'll explain in a minute. So, I don't know if it was the best idea to listen to Non-Stop Flight while trying to build the Legos, because the first one went really well. WALL-E, building WALL-E was, so easy. For those who don't remember or recall, my little Legos that I had to build, or that I bought to build, were the little brick heads, and they were Wally and Eve from WALL-E. So I finished WALL-E really easily. WALL-E was really easy to build, but the one who was giving me the most trouble was Eve. Eve was the hardest to build, and so I think the funniest thing was, I kept pausing the music to, fix it, or I was getting mad in the middle of listening to the music, so it's I don't know if that messed up my experience at all, but I don't think it did. But anyway, I found it interesting that I had to pause the music a couple times just to fix, because I kept making a lot of mistakes with Eve, because the directions weren't super clear in that particular case, and so I kept making some little mistakes. But it was fun. I loved the album. I think the album ended up being 36 tracks, I think. Or 35 or something like that. So it ended up being 25 songs and either 10 or 11 little interludes, I think is what they called them, which were a lot of the little things that we heard over the intercom, which I honestly think was a really cute addition to the album. It was really smart, and it kind of helped like drive where the album was going and stuff. So I just thought that was really cool. So in honor of Drake Bell's album coming out, I thought I would make my outfit that I've been trying to wear for the longest time, but it hasn't been cool and hasn't been cold enough where I live. And that is this like Drake Parker inspired outfit from like the Dune Buggy episode of Drake and Josh. So it's like this like I'm wearing this like Levi's shirt, a white shirt underneath, and like some jeans, and like it's a really cute outfit, and I love it. So if you guys know what the Dune Buggy episode outfit looks like, that's the episode that my outfit is inspired by today. And I also thought I would talk about Nonstop Flight a little bit because everything's still fresh in my head right now. But you already know I'm going to be listening to the album before school starts because it was so good. Again, I highly recommend, if anyone's looking for some new music, go listen to Nonstop Flight. I'm gonna be see, like, you know how I was promoting all the other songs? Yeah, I'm gonna be promoting all of like the songs now. Like, go listen to Nonstop Flight. It's so good, you guys. If you're into that kind of music. See, the thing is like, I don't like people who hate on music or hate on anything that's not their own taste. So let me see if I can show you my outfit a little bit more now. Kind of. Okay. No, you can't really see it. Anyway, if you just look up the Dune Buggy episode of Drake and Josh, and you'll know what I'm wearing. But, so I'm gonna talk about Nonstop Flight now because it was so good. So, there was songs that fell into two basic categories for me. 2.5, I should say. They were songs I didn't expect, songs I expected, and songs I expected but didn't know the name of. And the only reason I didn't know the name of a song that I expected was because of the fact that it was in like an Instagram live that he had done that someone had posted on YouTube, and he played a couple of the songs from like the album, and that's why like I know them, but I didn't know the name because he didn't say the name. He just showed he just played the audio. So that was left up to not decide. That was left up to find out. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. We didn't get to know the name of the songs, but we did get to hear them. And so I think that was only like 2 songs that fell into that category. One of which was I didn't know the name. The other one was I knew the song and knew the name. So, and there was a good amount of songs that we didn't know. So it's not like we were like getting all these singles and we knew every song that was in the album. Like, it wasn't like that. Like, we got these singles and still had a bunch of songs that we didn't know, which I also thought was really cool, that we got all these like singles and still had a whole bunch of songs that we didn't know. And it was really cool to hear the singles in context with the album, because I'm pretty sure the album follows a storyline because it is a conceptual album. So I'm pretty sure it like tells a story, the entire like a chronological story is what I'm trying to say. There we go. That was hard. Like, I'm pretty sure it tells a chronological story, which means, you know, it was really cool to hear like Hollywood and I Kind of Relate, Dandelion, all those songs within the context of the album, because we heard them because he released them as singles, and they can stand alone, obviously. Like, you're not actually telling like a story from like start to finish like that. So they can stand on their own, but it was fun to see them within the context of the actual album. In this case, I actually don't know what the unpopular opinion is, but there was some people that just like didn't really care for the covers, and then there were some people that really loved them. and I don't know which is the unpopular opinion. I personally loved the covers. I think that they were great because there was 3. 1 we already knew about, 2 were new, except for I think some people probably already knew about them. So, one cover that most people knew about already, and you guys have heard it in my video play a couple times, is the cover of La Camisa Negra. Like, that was always going to be there. That was a single, but it was always going to be in the album. So that was it. I honestly forgot that that was part of the album. I couldn't recall if it was actually supposed to be part of the album or if he just released it as a single. I couldn't remember because it had been so long. But it was supposed to be part of the album. Then he did an all Spanish cover. Well, minus 1 word. An all Spanish minus 1 word a couple times. Cover of Livin' La Vida Loca, which was really random. I don't know where that came from. I don't know, okay? I don't know where that came from. I'm not Drake Bell, so I would go ask him. I don't know what that was all about, but I would go ask him. I would actually. I myself would probably go ask him what that was about, but do I have that ability? No. And then there was a cover of Tainted Love, which, again, really random, but I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. It was very good, but just also very random. So, I know there was a couple people, or maybe not a couple people. I think there was, yeah. I think it was a couple people that weren't a huge fan of the covers and the fact that he had covers in the album. I personally don't see an issue with covers. I think covers are really great. But I know it's not like an original work, and so I think some people would rather have an original work from someone. But I don't know. I like covers. I think that they're really great, and I really liked the covers he did. So maybe that's just me. I don't know. Everyone, to each their own. I get not liking covers, and I also get liking covers. So, like, I can see it from both points of view, I suppose. But also, like, the other songs, like, oh my gosh. The songs outside of the ones that we already expected were gonna come out were so good. Like, there was one song that I was waiting for since I found out that it was a thing, which wasn't as long as other people, but it was a song called Draw Me Closer, and it was a song that I figured people were either gonna love or hate, for one specific reason, and it's because it has potential, like, I'm gonna say potential because I don't know what the actual intention was behind it, but the lyrics kind of give it away a little bit. Has potential faith-based themes, and so I knew that people were either gonna love it or hate it, but it seems like a lot of people actually really liked it, which was surprising and also really nice. Like, when I say, like, potential faith-based themes, like, the whole song is called Draw Me Closer, and if you're a Christian, ever been Christian, you can kind of read it a little bit and read it as potentially, like, faith-based. And if you know anything, or if you've learned anything about kind of Drake Bell's mom, is Robin is a born-again Christian, and, like, was, like, when her kids were born. Well, okay, not all kids. When Drake was born, there we go, let me specify. I think when her first was born, that's when she was, like, so to speak, in the world. But anyway, that's beside the point. But no one really knew because it never really came out in conversation or in press or whatever. I don't think anyone really knew where Drake stood with beliefs because I don't think anyone really knew for sure that his mom was a Christian unless she used to mention in those, like, message boards or something, or blogs or whatever she had. I think she had something like that back in the day. I don't really know. So maybe people did know but just never knew where Drake Bell himself stood. I don't know. But I still don't think anyone really knew, and especially after what was revealed in Quiet on Set, I wouldn't be surprised, me myself, if he just like didn't want anything to do with faith and or God. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Um, and but to have a song like Draw Me Closer kind of feels a little bit more like you're being more open, because it is a little bit more on the nose than a just kind of typical redemption song. Because there is a line that says like something about like I'm at the mercy seat, which I guess it's a Bible reference that I don't entirely know about, so I can't fully comment on that. But there is a line in the bridge, yes, it's a bridge, that it's like, you are the way, the truth, the life, which is a direct Bible reference. And so, it's kind of hard to deny that one. That's a direct Bible reference. But, and so I knew people were either gonna love or hate it. I didn't think there was gonna be any in between with Draw Me Closer. So, what else? So then, that's why I really think, like, I figured that people weren't gonna like it as much, but a lot of people actually really liked it, and it was, like, really cool to know that people liked Draw Me Closer. I think that one might be one of my favorites. I'm not gonna say my favorite, because the whole album is magnificent. There's more songs that I want to talk to you guys about, but since I'm airing to the near, like, I'm getting near, oh my gosh, I'm getting close to the end of doing my makeup. I'm gonna talk to you guys about the rest of the album probably tomorrow. But as you can see, like, so I'm just gonna wrap up my talk about Draw Me Closer. It's a good song. I highly recommend it. I know that there were some people who were saying that they were, like, they didn't believe, and they still liked it. But one thing that people were wondering when they found out about the song, when people came across, like, that one Instagram live, was, like, did he, like, convert to, like, Christianity or whatever, like that, and stuff. And the interesting thing is, there's actually been some stories up on his Instagram of him, like, going to church. So, I don't know. I also felt like Draw Me Closer was gonna be an interesting song for the haters because of the themes within Draw Me Closer. Because, things. And I haven't really heard too much about it in that sense, so maybe we just won't. But it makes me interested what kind of songs he's gonna end up singing on tour, and if Draw Me Closer is gonna make it into the thing. Because it is, like, still upbeat while still being kind of an intimate song. So, I don't know. We'll see. I want to hear. He has so many songs to choose from that I don't think he's gonna be able to do everything. So we'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, I love Draw Me Closer. I know a good amount of people actually liked it, and I would love to actually get confirmation from, like, Drake Bell himself what a lot of these songs mean. I don't know if we're ever gonna get something like that, or if it's just gonna be left open to interpretation, because some artists do that a lot of the times. Is like they do like a left open to interpretation kind of thing, but then some artists do like a like a genius thing or whatever. So I don't know, I don't know if we're gonna be getting a lot of, like, interviews or anything from him or anything like that, or any, like, Instagram lives or anything with the album, or if he's just gonna kind of let it promote itself. But we'll see. I don't know. Okay. First sentence spray. I'm gonna try and show you my outfit real fast. So, shirt is this, like, Levi's shirt. Then I'm wearing, like, a white shirt underneath. I don't know if y'all can. Oh, okay. You know what? Good enough. Okay. And then I'm just wearing some Levi's jeans. But again, look up the Dune Buggy episode, and you will know what episode, or you'll know what outfit I'm wearing. Second setting spray. Okay, y'all know the drill. I'm gonna do lashes and lips, and I'll be right back. Okay, and this is the finished look. I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Have a great day. Jesus loves you. I love you. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.